BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody, welcome back to another boring day in the markets. Or is it? Let's have a think about the Dixie. It's a bit more of a cleaner chart to see it, but if we go to a daily, we were talking about this yesterday, where the 200 simple moving average potentially be a rejection. I mean, we moved into it yesterday, didn't break it, we've moved against it today and moving back down. The supports on this daily have been roughly a 21 exponential and a 10 exponential, so quite bullish in all fairness, quite bullish, but that doesn't mean that we can't pull back from here. So if we pull back from here, any one of these areas could be a support. So let's think about the euro and what that means. Not the pound euro, the euro dollar, sorry. So the euro dollar obviously getting a little bit of a move up, obviously, because it's the inverse of that dollar. And on the 4 hourly, we're already pushing a resistance. Breaking that, we probably get nothing more than a death cross retest, just short of 110 or 110 itself, depending on the simples or exponentials. Bullish divergence on the euro 4 hourly. Bearish divergence on the Dixie 4 hourly, and so with that in mind, we probably are going to be looking for a bounce, and we might already be seeing that. So if we go over to Bitcoin, last night when we were doing the live stream, we watched this take place, and so I suppose the buyback, if you want to call it that, taking place. Yeah, it did, but look, what we're seeing really is nothing. It's really not anything. We're stuck within this really sideways down range, not willing to buy anything with large amounts of money until we at least come down to this area, or especially this area. These areas down here where I would strongly consider buying not just more Bitcoin but more of everything. It's a bit of an educated guess as to where what I would consider to be a fair value for Bitcoin, and then long-term pursuit of altcoin gains, maybe a year or two down the line. There's really not much more to say about this than that. I don't want to take up too much of all your time saying the same bloody thing, because I know we've all got stuff to do and places to be, and I know some people always want to make their videos last 10 minutes or whatever, just so they can have multiple ads running through. That's not me. I'm not particularly bothered about that. But I just, like I say, there's really nothing much more to say about it. Long story short, though, high highs, high low structure on the daily. You can't complain with that. That is definitely the case. And actually, not particularly tired either on the daily. The weekly was also quite good, but just plain devil's advocate, the 3-day does have 3 drives of bearish divergence on the money flow index and on the RSI. So we do have to, be careful. But that's also not a bad thing, so I'll just leave it with you here. If there is a setup here for further downside and buying it back up, that's why I put that green line in here. That is a golden cross on the simples and exponentials for the 3-day time frame. The 3-day time frame does suggest that downside is more likely, and a pullback into that area would be perfect, because we play these golden crosses all the time. They've got a high degree of success. When you pull back into it, you normally get a V-shaped recovery on it. And so what I would expect to see would be 3 drives of bearish divergence, down, bang, up, recovery, and significant gains. That's why I highlight this area as an important one. So thinking about Bitcoin moving into this area, 27,700 as it stands right now, I'll be buying that dip. I'll be buying Ethereum. I'll be buying all the things that I love. At that exact level. For that reason, doesn't mean that it has to work out straight away, but that's the setup. 3 drives bearish divergence, move into a golden cross, wham bam, thank you ma'am. We've also got a trend signal, to be honest with you, on the Ichimoku cloud, so there's lots of reasons to be bullish on this 3-day, despite it pointing to further downside first. That's just the way it is. Right, thanks for watching. I hope you have a nice day, guys. Take it easy.